Good morning, students. This is Asha, your social science teacher. Children, we have started our second chapter in geography, Inside Our Earth. And let's quickly recap what we have discussed till now. We have discussed interior of Earth, and we studied that interior of Earth can be classified into three layers: crust, mantle, and core. Then we studied about crust, oceanic crust and continental crust. Then we discussed about mantle, the second layer, and then we discussed about the third layer, core. And in yesterday's lecture we discussed about rocks and minerals. We discussed three different types of rocks: igneous rocks, intrusive igneous rock, and extrusive igneous rocks. Then we discussed sedimentary rocks, and after that we discussed metamorphic rocks. And today we'll be discussing rock cycle. What exactly rock cycle is? What happens? The change of one type of rock into another type under certain condition in a cyclic manner is known as rock cycle. So one rock changes to another rock under some specific conditions, and it happens in a cyclic manner. So that's why it is known as rock cycle. Igneous rocks uh, get weathered and eroded to form sedimentary rock, which further get transformed to metamorphic rock under extreme heat and pressure. Igneous rock itself can get metamorphized. Sedimentary rocks are also formed by weathering and erosion of metamorphic rock. So you can get sedimentary rock from igneous as well as metamorphic rock, and metamorphic rock can get converted to igneous rocks. So in this way they keep changing there from one to another. Let's try to study this with the help of this diagram. You can see this is an igneous rock. It is undergoing weathering and erosion, then transportation, deposition, consolidation, and forms a sedimentary rock, right? And this sedimentary rock under extreme heat and pressure get converted to metamorphic rock. In the same way, even igneous rocks under extreme heat and pressure can get converted into metamorphic rock, and this metamorphic rock can undergo weathering, erosion, transportation, and form sedimentary. So metamorphic can get weathered, eroded, and form sedimentary, and sedimentary under extreme heat and pressure can get converted to metamorphic. In the same way, igneous rocks under extreme heat and pressure get converted to metamorphic rock. So in this way you can see they keep changing from one state to another. So that's all about rock cycle. Now let's move on to the next topic, and which is importance of rocks. Rocks are very useful to us for many purposes. They are really very useful for humankind. Rocks provide building materials like granite, sandstone, marble. All these building materials are rocks only. Rocks are also sources of fossil fuel like coal and petroleum. So we use coal and petroleum nowadays. We get them from sedimentary rocks only. Rocks are the sources of metallic minerals like iron, gold, copper. All these important metallic minerals we get from rocks only. Rocks are the storehouse of fossils. So many fossils are found in rocks, and they are also the source of many precious stones like gem and diamond. So precious stone like gem and diamond are also found in rocks only. Right, children? Now let's quickly go through our NCERT book and we'll discuss some important features and important facts. Right? So this is our chapter as per our book, Inside Our Earth. We discuss this crust, mantle, core, all these things. So here are important facts. You can see here. Children, do you know the deepest mine in the world is in South Africa, and it is about 4 kilometers deep. And in search for oil, engineers have dug a hole about 6 kilometers deep. So engineers were trying to find out oil, and they kept on digging, and they kept till 6 kilometers inside the earth. And in order to reach the center of the earth, which is next to impossible, you will have to dig a hole 6,000 kilometers deep on ocean floor. So in ocean floor, we have to dig up to 6,000 kilometers. That much we have to dig to reach to the center of the earth, which is next to impossible, because we have already discussed the temperature at the center of the earth is 5,000 degrees centigrade. It's a huge, very high temperature. Nobody can survive at that high temperature. Now let's move on to the next interesting fact. The crust forms only 0.5% of the earth volume. 16% consists of mantle and 83% makes core. So we discussed 3 layers: crust, mantle and core. So the core is, as per the volume, is 83%, and only 16% is mantle, and the crust on which we live is only 0.5% of the earth's surface. Just imagine. And the radius of the earth is 6,371 kilometers. That's the radius of the earth, right? Now let's move on to word origin. So we studied about 3 types of rocks: igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Now we'll discuss about the origination of these words. Igneous rocks here is a Latin word, ignis meaning fire, and sedimentary is also a Latin word, sedimentum, which means to settle down. And metamorphic is a Greek word, metamorphos, meaning change. So metamorphos means change, and it is taken from Greek language. Igneous and sedimentary are taken from Latin word. Ignis means fire and sedimentum means to settle down. Now here, fossils. What exactly fossils are? The remains of dead plants and animals trapped in the layers of rock are called fossils. Remains of dead animal and plant which get trapped in between the rocks are called fossils. And children, here you can see 2 magnificent buildings. One is Red Fort and the other is Taj Mahal. Red Fort is made up of red sandstone, which is a sedimentary rock, whereas Taj Mahal is made up of marble, which is a metamorphic rock, right? And here you can see rock cycle, how one kind of rock changes its shape to another, and they keep on changing in their form, right? Let's discuss the book question answers. So first we'll do the tick the correct answer, right? So the first question here I can see the rock which is made up of molten magma is igneous rock, sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock. Obviously it is igneous, which is made up of molten magma. Next question is the innermost layer of earth is, yes, it is core. Now the third question, gold, petroleum and coal are examples of rocks, mineral or fossils. Gold, petroleum, coal, all are minerals. So the third question answer is mineral. Next, rocks which contain fossils. Yes, we all know it's sedimentary rocks. They contain fossils. Now the fifth question, the thinnest layer of earth is, yes, we just discussed, core is 83%, 16% mantle and 0.5 is crust. The thinnest layer on earth is crust. Now let's quickly do match the following. Core is the innermost layer, right? Minerals has a definite chemical composition. Rocks used for roads and building materials. Clay, it changes to slate. Sial, it is made up of silicon and alumina. So we have discussed tick the correct answer and match the following, and tomorrow's lecture will be discussing answer the following questions. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.